Hi, it's Leslie, 1,000 Pound Sisters. So Tammy has gone out to see Caleb because you know what? She realizes he needs some tough love. And since she's been there, she realizes he is not doing well. He is definitely fallen off of his weight loss journey.
You can't give up on me if you're trying to go on and build a life with me.
I haven't given up, and I'm not giving up.
She lets him know, the weight, that's what's standing in between a life with me, with all of this. You have all of this if you could just lose the weight to come home to me. But Caleb insists he hasn't given up. But you know what? Talk is cheap. Talk is cheap. You know what? We need to see it on the scale. That's what we need to see. We need results. And of course, that damn snack box.
When I got into Caleb's room, first thing I noticed was a basket of snacks. Snack cakes and candy and cookies. He wasn't even trying to hide them.
Yeah, it's just like sitting there, like he didn't even, I would think he would try to fake it. I mean, getting on the scale kind of tells everything you need to know anyway, but you don't need the frickin' snack box sitting there. I mean, at least put on a good show. Tammy's trying to be tough, but I think she's trying every angle, hit him with a little comedy, a little, whatever motivates him.
At the end of the day, I love you, and I just want you to get better and come home. Get your together and get your ass home.
Anyway, so she has this idea of this freaking snack box. Everybody's got a snack box except for me. I need to get one. But the ritual of throwing out the snacks, which she said was kind of a turn on. But you know what? I guess it's like the whole taking charge of his life. And that is a turn on, if that's really what he was doing. But I don't know if he was. I think he was just going through the motions. And
seeing Caleb pour out his favorite candies is kind of hot. Kind of like, okay. Why should you have all the fun? I got demons too.
You know what? I mean, I guess it's just me, but it's like, oh, wasting all that food. Even though it's crap, I know it. It's like, it's in me. Like, you shouldn't waste things. I hate wasting, but whatever. Anyway, so they go through this ritual of dumping out the cookies and dumping out the little freaking candies and crushing the Twinkies and what. I'm sitting there thinking, that is not enough. You can crush a Twinkie. You know what? It's still tasty. You can just, if it's still in the thing, you can open it up and you need to pour water on that or vinegar or something. And they did all this. I'm sitting there thinking, he's hitting that garbage can up later. I'm telling you, it is all still fine in there. If nothing else has happened to it other than it's thrown in there and crushed, he's eating it later. They needed to wheel that out back. It needed to be curbside, if you ask me. But anyway, that was not my decision. But I think they left the room and there it sat. And not good. Not good with the snack box, disposal. But anyway, let's press on. But this really is serious. It's not just all fun and games and throwing out some snacks.
I really hope he's taking me seriously. Between all the hospitalizations he's had and overeating, I'm scared for him.
Yeah, this is not going to end well. But Tammy's out there, and of course, Caleb, the romantic that he is, I guess wants to plan like a beautiful romantic date. Has to hit up his neighbor again because he still has no clothes. What happened to the last one you wore? But anyway, I guess he hits up his neighbor, who must be the fine dresser in the joint, and borrows a nice shirt.
Right now, I'm getting ready for the private little dinner. Tammy, her and I, and once again, I have nothing to wear.
That one's my lucky shirt. You're guaranteed to get lucky with that one.
Well, that's an awful lot of pressure to put on that shirt. Dare to dream. Not that you have to see it to believe it, but I just can't believe it. But anyway, I guess Caleb has designs for dessert, if you will, after his beautiful dinner date with Tammy.
Dating it, don't you? Trying to get some. I got lingerie.
Oh, wow. Uh-oh.
Some handcuffs.
Oh, shit.
And you see a sock on the door, just turn away. I mean, by the time the whining and dining is done, I'm hoping there's a little bit more than kissing going on.
Okay, and I'm sitting there thinking, do it, because that's like at least exercise. I mean, if he's doing anything, I don't know if he can. I mean, I think it's exercise for Tammy. I mean, I'm getting way too into this. I mean, forget it. I don't even want to think about this, but I don't know what all could happen. I mean, please. But anyway, Caleb is like all into this, that it could really happen. So I guess a sock on the door, I guess that's the sign at the little rehab center there, which rehab in quotes, because they ain't rehabbing shit. I mean, even his neighbor looks just like he did a year ago when he gave him the shirt last time for the wedding. So there's no rehab happening there. That's total crap. But anyway, a sock on the door means, oh, things are happening. So, and I'm sitting there thinking, handcuffs? I mean, who do they have to handcuff? Maybe he would have to handcuff Tammy because she actually could get away. But we don't have to handcuff Caleb. He ain't going anywhere. I mean, I obviously gave this a little bit too much thought, but anyway, let's continue. Anyway, that dinner date, I mean, I think his heart was into it, but it was a bust. He bought all fried food. No, not the way to Tammy's heart. Usually food is the way to your heart, but not fried food. Because Tammy is like fierce. I don't know. She must have had some good therapy because she is on point. She has got it all together with this food addiction thing. Caleb, of course, gave a heartfelt pitch for why the mozzarella sticks and the fried mushrooms and whatnot were all fine.
After what we went through, you got food we're really not supposed to be eating.
If you're doing it in a controlled way, if you're not doing it,
No matter how much it is, just one of those is bad for you.
Nope, that did not fly with Tammy. She knows that stuff is just bad. Who is this girl? It's crazy. Anyway, Caleb knows it has just been a big old disappointment. This I don't even know how many days she was there. I'm assuming it was more than one day. But he gives, talk is cheap and gives this little speech about that he can turn it around.
I won't seem to be in here in Ohio that much longer. If I drop 25 in 2 more weeks, shouldn't be a problem.
Prove it. That's all I'm asking you to do is prove it.
Yep, Tammy's all about that tough love now. Talk is cheap. It needs to show up on the scale. So that was that. I don't know how many days she was there, but it's time for her to leave. Parting is such sweet sorrow. Yeah.
It was good to see him. I'm also disappointed because I was hoping going up to see him would help him focus, get back on track. But I can't do the work for him. He's got to want this and do it for himself.
A truer statement has never been said. Tammy gets it. You have to want it for yourself. Nobody can want it more than you. And that applies to everything, not to get all deep on this little stupid vlog. But anyway, so there they are at the infamous van that Tammy's going to get into. And look at Chris in the background. He
Ready too, just
looks either irritated or pissed. I'm sitting there thinking, where's he been hanging? Is he hanging out in the rehab center? I mean, they had to be there for more than a night. I mean, it's such a long drive. I'm assuming it was a couple days. What did Chris do? Did he hang out in one of the rooms? Did he go get a hotel? I was just wondering. But he looks over it. He looks totally over it.
Another kid. And another one.
So she gives him a hug, when he wants a kiss, she gives him a kiss. At first I thought she wasn't going to kiss him. I was like, oh, he had already gotten into that friend zone or something. And then he's like, oh, another one. And she kind of went, ha, 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 and went away. I was sitting there thinking, she's thinking, 25 pounds and we'll talk a second kiss. And that's where they left it. And this is just not going to end good. But anyway, I follow this nonsense every week. So if you want to follow along, please subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I will see you next week. Bye.